Welcome in, guys, to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, Just Call Me Tex, and today we're going to be looking at my bleed team. This is one of my number one teams to actually go to when I'm doing raids, war, things of that nature. Whenever I can't get around a tough team, I typically use this team here to help me out because it's very effective. So I wanted to show you a little bit of an action. The team is not max, but it still does a lot of damage. So I want to go ahead and show you my bleed team that I have so far. And that bleed team is it consists of Ralito. So we have Ralito as the lead, where we get the alert and strong. Teammates get the huge bonus to AP when attacking. Okay, now if you notice in here, I also have Dr. Stevens and I have Maggie on the team. The reason why is because right now the meta's currently, you have players who have the trader on their team, and so Maggie's 35% health heal over 2 turns will help negate the trader in certain team aspects if I'm going up against him. But we have Secretary Guile, who is a really good complement to Ralito. If you don't have him, I recommend you get him. And Wangfa is a character that could fit on any team, no matter whether or not he blends in with the leadership skill or not. Wangfa is one of those staple characters that you want to just have on your team. And the reason why you want to just have Wangfa on your team as that staple character is because Wangfa does quite a bit. He deals 300 bleed up to 3 enemies for 4 turns. All enemies get crosshairs for 4 turns and 300 hemo, which is stacked by 150 each turn. On top of that, up to 5 enemies get 100% heal reduction for 3 turns, and his character gets 60% AP. So he's doing quite a bit. And I have an elusive weapon and a heal weapon on him too, because people normally try to take him out quickly, and I have to use him to apply that heal reduction so that the crosshairs and the bleed damage from Ralito and Secretary Guile will stack. So we're going to go ahead and look at this team in action really quickly, okay? So if we go ahead and look at the team, reduce damage from overtime effect by 20%. Okay, bonus crit. So he doesn't really have a strong weapon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with the people who I want to rush first. So I'm going to attack with Secretary. I'm going to attack with Ralito. See how they got 40 apiece. I'm then going to use Dr. Stevens active. Command Maggie to command Dr. Stevens. And now what should happen is Ralito and Secretary Guile should be able to have energy. And then I'm just going to attack with Wangfa. Now, here's what's going to take place. Wangfa now has his active. So I'm going to go ahead and pop his active here. Okay. I'm going to use Maggie to attack. And this is what we're going to do. Secretary Guile, middle. And then I'm going to use Ralito to attack here because we want to kind of take out Pete. So boom, there you go. That's the next one. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and apply that burn damage. Now we're also going to apply the 300 bleed. Maggie, just attack with Maggie and Ralito. Now we're going to apply the crosshairs so they won't be able to get up too. And then we'll just attack with Dr. Stevens. And what do you see? Turn 3. Bow. Destruction. Took out 3 of the teammates right here. And we got crosshairs. So now we can just go ahead and auto this because they're getting ready to die next turn immediately. That's the power of the bleed team. That's why bleed teams are very important in the game. One, people are not modding towards bleed teams. That's the first thing. Number 2, they're really effective. It is a lot slower than if you have like a pure attack team or Priya with Rampage or something of that nature. But that bleed team is still going to work out for you. It's going to do wonders for you. It's going to be a really good team. So as you saw there, turn 3, we're able to take a team out. We move on to the next one. Now let's just go ahead and see how it would apply here. Well, we have a healer. We have the 600 bleed that's starting from Ralito. So we're going to check the weapons here. When being attacked, a better chance to stun, a better chance to impair. She has a better chance to stun. Pete has all team members gain extra what's that called, extra HP, whatever, at the beginning of the wave. And we have basic attack, haste will 120% damage. So he doesn't have a good weapon here. So what I'm gonna do is, once again, I'm gonna attack with Raulito, and I'm gonna attack there with Secretary Gao. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, command Dr. Stevens. All right, and then we're gonna rush him with Maggie. Bam. So then turn 2, our guys are gonna be ready to go. So we're just gonna attack once again with Wankfa there. Alrighty, now bam, Wankfa also has his special. So we're gonna go ahead, pop Wankfa's. Alrighty. Now I can't attack the middle target right now. So I'm gonna have Secretary attack Ajax. And then now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the rush for Raulito. So we'll go ahead and see how this works. Now Ajax is gonna pop his. It's gonna give him health back. It's also gonna do a taunt for 1 turn to 3 enemies. But what you'll see is, bam, he's gone. He's dead, and he's not gonna be revived. So it doesn't matter what's gonna happen with Eric or either Pete. It doesn't matter, because this match is pretty much over. Everybody has crosshairs. The bleed damage is there. There's no bleed coverage here or recovery with the characters. And now all you're going to see is my team just continue to annihilate them when it comes to this bleed damage. It's really good. So as you can see, man, these bleed teams are very stacked. They're really good. There's a different variety in which different ways you can go with your bleed team. This is just how I choose to master my bleed team. The reason why is because I get turn 2 rushes, and on top of that, the bleed stacks pretty heavily with the combination of characters that I have. So that works out perfect for me. Now, you just want to kind of keep building. This bleed team is a team that will definitely work for you in war, things of that nature. Now, if you don't have the characters I have, say if you don't have Wankfa, then you can substitute Wankfa out for Gia Fang. Everybody should have Gia Fang. Pretty much those who've been playing for a while. She was just in the league store. So you should be able to have Gia Fang. Okay. If you don't have Secretary Gao, then you could substitute him out for Sheldon. Sheldon was a character that was just recently available in an event, and he was available, I believe in the store. He was available a little while ago. I don't know for sure. But yeah, he was available, so you could should have been able to get your hands on Sheldon. Maggie is a drop, and Doc Stevens they gave to us pretty much for free. So this is a team that you can build. The only one that you will have to work on is Pete, and most people at this point in the game have Pete. So it's a really good team. And do I have, no, I don't have Pete on this version. I have him on another version of the team, but Pete also works in it too. So you know, you have your different models. This will definitely work on any team, because people are not protecting against bleed. You just have to be careful of like your people that cure bleed, as far as your Arabs, and you know, you have a couple other people that do it too. Mercer, Blue Lead Mercer, you know, you have a couple of them. But bleed is still highly effective. It's still one of the ways to be able to take teams out in the game. Man, I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe. Let me know any other videos that you would like me to do in the comments, as far as like different tactics and strategies. This is your boy Just Call Me Tex. Appreciate the love and support. We out.